Okay, here we are. Good morning. Welcome to Infinity Highway. Greetings from Livingston, California. We are southbound on Highway 99. And we have just departed shipper back in Modesto, about 15 miles behind us, where we picked up a 43,000 pound load of pet food. I think there's dog food and cat food in there. So Max is happy, he won't starve. If the end of the world was to happen, like apocalypse style, nuclear war, disaster, pandemics, oh wait a minute, we already did that. Aliens landed, something or another, we got stranded. He would be fed for probably the rest of his life. 42,000 pounds. I don't know if he could eat that much in a dog's lifespan, but so he'd be set for life. I figure I could Mel Gibson the shit out of some dog food too, you know. I could just Mad Max it, Road Warrior it, just straight out of the can if I needed to. So I'd be pretty well set for life too, I figure. It is Saturday, August 20th, 2002. The time is 10:15 in the a.m. 86 degrees out here on the I-99 nothing, Highway 99. Elevation is like 2 feet. No, hang on a second. It's probably a little bit taller than that. 135 feet. And we are heading on down to Sanger, Texas, for a delivery scheduled on the 23rd down at Sam's Club. And to that, hi Max. To that, we have 1,593 miles to go as I speak. Hi, bud. Decided to come up here and get some love from me here. Oh, hey, big boy. And he's looking for cows, of course. He's like desperately looking for cows, but we're not seeing any so far today or late.
Take exit 203 on the right to Wyndham Parkway, then take the first right.
So yeah, anyways, we're back from break. We had about 7 days off. Two of which we spent down in Merced. My brother lives down in Merced.
Take exit 203 on the right to Wyndham Parkway, then take the first right.
It had been a while since we'd seen each other, so when we came back for break last Saturday, we went ahead and drove on down to Merced, hung out with him.
Turn right at the stop sign.
And his girlfriend for a couple days. That was pretty cool. Had a good time. Did some barbecuing and stuff. So we are going to pull into this here TA. top off our tanks real quick. We only need about a half a tank, so the boss shouldn't be too angry at me for filling up in California. Where's the damn truck entrance? Straight ahead, okay. And so we'll top off the tanks and then scale this here load. I believe we should be good to go, but boss always wants me to scale whenever I'm heavier than 34,000. So that's what we're gonna do. But I think we got our load pretty well balanced as it sits right now. Might be a little heavy on the trailer tandems, but I think we're legal. So we're just gonna kind of do it just to be able to say we did here. And then we're gonna hop back on the I-9, or I keep saying the I-99. We're gonna hop back on Highway 99 southbound down to Bakersfield. Trucks.
Arriving at Travel Centers of America on the right.
And hop on Highway 58 eastbound.
Please drive to highlighted route.
Up and
In
through
1/4 mile, turn right on California 99 South.
to Tehachapi. And work our way out to the I-40, and then we're going to live on the I-40 for a couple days. I think we're going to try to make Kingman for tonight's resting spot. So anyways, I'm going to go fuel up. We'll see you all in a bit. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? 32,980, 32,020, 32,020 pounds on our trailer, 32,980 on our drives, 11,160 on our steers for a gross of 76,160. So we are in business. We are legal. Awesome. Ah, shit. So, our next order of business is let the dog out. Of course. We got a lot of dry grass back there. We can go get him out in. Alright, mission accomplished. Max is smiling again. Time to rock and roll. We got a short way to go and a long time to get there. I mean, well, something like that.
Turn left at the traffic light then take the first right.
We have just one turn lane here. Looks like we only have one turn lane here, I think. Yeah, it must be the case.
Turn right at the stop sign.
Yes, ma'am. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. We had a pretty significant steering issue going on with this truck. We needed a new steer tire on our left front, and we needed an alignment. That all got taken care of. Boy, what a difference! I'll tell you what, it's amazing. So he got 2 new steer tires. And got the alignment
Continue on
done.
California 99.
And lo and behold, the thing is actually like driving relatively straight again, and the steering wheel is actually straight again. Whereas for since we got the last alignment done, the steering wheel was cocked over to the right, like 15 degrees or something, 10 or 15 degrees. It's actually sitting straight again, so I have to get used to a straight steering wheel now. But that's really good news, because that left front tire was just getting hammered. It was really in bad shape. So, anywho, I guess that's that for now. We'll see you somewhere out in the desert. Talk to you then. Alrighty, here we go. Welcome back. And welcome to the Mojave Desert. As I said, I'd bring you back when we got into the desert. Well, here we are. We made it over the hump back there in Tehachapi. Yep. It's the desert. Mojave, California. It is 106 degrees outside. Elevation 2,700 feet. About 3 p.m. in the afternoon. And yeah, pretty damn warm out there. And it was a hot climb up the hill too. It was a really hot climb. It was so hot. How hot was it? So wow, we got a little bit of a truck wreck over here on the westbound side. Here on Highway 58. Yes indeed. Somebody effed up. Yeah, it was so hot. I've never seen this happen before. But, you know, we're climbing up the hill, and it's a pretty long climb. You know, so one of the things that you'll see when you're running up through some of these desert grades, and it kind of depends. I typically only see them like in Southern California, in the mountains, and it'll advise drivers to turn off the AC, right? Because the AC puts extra heat on the engine, and so you know the signs will say like, you know, turn off AC to avoid overheating. Yeah. Okay. So I did that. I'm not even sure if they recommend it on that grade. I mean, if they don't, they probably should. But, you know, so I turn off the AC. And it's about the same temperature it is right now, climbing up the hill in the hundreds. And, you know, roll down the windows. And there's a trick, you know, that I've known for a while, especially from driving older pickup trucks. To help keep the engine cool, you can turn on the heater full blast, as hot as you can turn it on and as high as you can turn the fan on. And what that does is that it basically, so you have your heater core for the cab of your truck, so that's the thing that heats the cab of your truck when it's cold out. So it's just like a radiator, and that'll draw extra heat off the cooling system, and just whatever. In a pinch, it works great, especially if you've blown a hose or something like that, you need to limp into a service station or something. Crank that thing on, you can get a little extra distance doing that. Of course, it gets hotter than hell in here, but whatever. We got the windows down. The AC is off anyway, so you couldn't really tell. So I cranked that thing on, and we're climbing up the hill, and I'm like sticking my arm out the window, and I feel like it felt like raindrops on my arm. And I'm like, that's weird. I wasn't behind anybody. I think I was behind a camper for a couple miles, and I was like, I wonder if that guy's leaking something off out the back, and it's probably not something I want on my arm, right? And anyways, he went on up the hill, but it was still happening. And now I'm going, oh shit, I hope I don't have a coolant leak. So I'm keeping my eye on the temperature, and it's like rising up to like 225 degrees, the engine fan comes on and does what it can to keep things cool. And I look at the windshield, and there was actually there was moisture on the windshield. I'm like, what the hell? Where's this shit coming from? I mean, it's dry as a bone outside, and there was no clouds or nothing. What was happening was the engine compartment was getting so hot that it was boiling the windshield wiper fluid and making it percolate up the hose onto the windshield wiper blades and leaking out there. I'd never seen that happen. That's the first time I've seen that ever in any vehicle. So that's how hot it was climbing up that hill. Pretty damn warm. So, yep, welcome to the desert. We got about 60 miles to get out to Barstow, and then we'll be hopping on the I-40. So anyways, that's that for now. Gotta go. We'll talk to y'all in a bit. Okay, good morning. Welcome to Petro Stopping Centers here in Kingman, Arizona. Check this thing out, right? Watch this. You see that big canal? That big canyon right there in the dirt? Thing's massive. Way bigger than it looks on camera. And, well, we have to Evel Knievel the shit out of it this morning. Unfortunately, we Evel Knieveled the shit out of it last night when we got here, but we did it where we crossed the canyon was over off to the right a little bit more, where it's not so deep, and it was a mother of a flubber. And well, we are blocked in this morning. I was hoping that where I parked, nobody would just come up and park behind me or next to me, and well, that's exactly what happened. So I can't go backwards and I can't turn to the right, so I got to go straight over this mother jabber, and it's huge. It's really big. It's just huge. It just is. So, whatever, here we go. Just walking speed over this thing here. Not to mention the step up to the asphalt. It's a bit of a whopper too. Not too bad. We got through it. Last night when we got here, I went over it a little bit. Of course, it was dark, right? I went over it a little bit quicker. It was not so friendly. All right, we're out. We got all 18 concrete now on the asphalt. Yeah, so we got Sunday, August 21st, 8:30 in the a.m. We're starting a little bit later than I was planning to, but I slept in. I slept in like an hour. Whatever. No big deal. We got plenty of time to get where we're going. It's 82 degrees outside, elevation 4,100, about 4,200 feet. And as I speak, we have 1,060 miles remaining. So we did pretty good mileage yesterday coming out of California. I think I've mentioned it in the past. I do drive a little bit fast through California, but I'm not the only one. We got 609 miles yesterday. It's pretty good. Considering the majority of those miles were in California, that's pretty good.
In 1/4 mile, turn left on I-40 East.
Yeah, all right.
Turn left on I-40 East.
Oh, that guy's going straight through. Okay. Damn, nice day today out here.
Continue on I-40.
It's actually really nice with these clouds up there, kind of giving us a little shade. It's very nice. Very comfortable. Compared to yesterday and the 105 degree range, give or take a couple. It's freaking blazing. We stopped at a rest area just east of Barstow, California yesterday to do our half-hour break, and there was a little bit of cloud cover, but a rainstorm had just passed through, and so it had cooled things down a little bit while we were at that rest area, so it was only like 99, right? Not too bad. It's a nice truck right here we're about to pass, boy. Flat top. Big old 8-inch pipes, string pipes on it. Yeah, it's fucking nice. Yep. So, we did our thing, did our break, got back on the road, and we ended up actually catching up with that rain system, and there was actually a fair amount of rain running through the desert there. Like flash flood kind of rain, you know. You always hear about like flash flood. You know, you got to watch out in the high desert because like the soil is so dry it doesn't really absorb the moisture very well, and you know, it causes flash floods and stuff. It was that kind of rain. Of course, we didn't see any flash floods, just lots of puddles. But that cooled things down. It dropped things down to like, I think I saw the gauge go down to like 78. And then we got out of it and went right back up to 107. We're definitely enjoying this morning weather right now, for sure. So, what do we got here? We got 740 miles to get out to the 287, which is going to take us south towards Fort Worth. It's going to get us off the I-40. That's all the way out in New Mexico. I believe that's in Santa Rosa, Mexico. So I think we're going to go ahead and try to make that our goal for the day. We probably won't make it all the way to the 287, but we'll make it damn close. So see if we can't do 720 or 30 miles today. Sounds about right. Leave ourselves with just under 400 for tomorrow. Something like that. To do that, I'm going to have to actually put the hammer down. I only have it set at like 71 right now. I'm going to need to bump this thing up, but we got a few mountains to go through. So that's going to be killing us until we get past them. Flagstaff, 123 miles. look at how green everything is. They've obviously been getting a good fair amount of precip out here. It's actually like grass growing. Amazing. Okay, anyways, that's that for now. I gotta put you down. We'll talk to y'all a little later today. See ya. Alright, welcome to Flagstaff. Well, damn near Flagstaff. It's actually telling me we're in Bellamont. But it's gonna be Flagstaff here any minute. What the hell, I figured I'd bring you in here. It's gonna be the last trees and grass we see for a while on this trip, so better enjoy it while we can. It is certainly pretty up here right now. It's amazing. Amazing how green it is. Usually you don't see this much grass and stuff and green bushes as you go through here. I mean, the trees are always here, right? And some of the bushes are always here, but it's definitely pretty up here right now this time of year, I guess. Elevation 7,250 foot, give or take. $71 degrees. Pretty nice day out. Very nice. I was talking to the boss. He called me about 30 minutes ago, and he's like, "Oh, so how is it in Arizona? Too hot?" I was like, "No, dude, not at all." So it's probably one of the more prettier drives that I've run through Arizona on the I-40, actually. Oh, okay, well that's cool. He's like, "Well, you'll be out in Albuquerque in a few hours." And he goes, "It's going to be too hot out there." I was like, "Oh yeah?" He goes, "Yeah, it's pretty hot out there." I says, "Okay." And he goes, he looks it up on the phone. He goes, "Well, it says it's going to be like 85 degrees high." So no, well, that's not too bad. And that's not too bad out there, actually. Things start cooling down pretty fast in Albuquerque. Once you get past the summer solstice, coming into fall, the weather starts changing pretty quickly. It's like spring and fall are the most comfortable times of year out there, actually. So, of course, we're in mid-August. But, yeah, you know, 85, that's pretty damn nice out there. So, I believe I can welcome you to Flagstaff officially. Yep, sure can. I believe I said something about our goal was to make it out to Santa Rosa, New Mexico. Where we turn off the I-40, and I was wrong. We're actually the exit we'll be taking, which is South 287, is actually down in Amarillo, Texas. And I don't know why I was thinking it was Santa Rosa, New Mexico. So we're going to be making it a bit farther than Santa Rosa. Or we should be anyhow. All things going according to plan, we should be making it up Amarillo today. Yep, if you know what's good for you, don't speed through Flagstaff. The troopers are always out waiting for truck drivers who are not on the speed limit through Flagstaff, and four-wheelers, of course, but they definitely like pulling over the 18-wheelers. Unless, of course, you're hauling cattle, then you pretty much can get away with speeding all you want. Yep, he's loaded. And he's loaded too. If you got an ag exemption, I think you can get away with a lot. If you got livestock in your trailer, you can get away with a lot. Seems to be the case. Those are typically the fastest trucks out on the road. All right, there you go. Flagstaff, we came, we saw. We kicked its ass. Gotta go. All right, playtime is over. We're done goofing off over here, Max. Welcome to Petro Stopping Centers, Milan, New Mexico. We have just topped off the tanks and done a half-hour break. And as I said, playtime is over. It is, excuse me, it's now 3:45 in the p.m. Mountain Time. About 80 degrees outside. Elevation is 6,500 feet. Yes, I know. I want them to get out of the way too, Max. And we did, we had a pretty good run this morning. We did about 5.5 hours or so. Straight driving. That guy's going left, I guess. He has a left blinker on. It looks like he's going left. Nope, he's going right. I didn't think I was gonna make it either, honestly. There was a couple rest areas along the way that looked really tempting to pull off into. Because my coffee was going through me, but it never became like an urgent need. So we went ahead and I was going to stop and gallop because I thought we were going to need fuel sooner, and we had enough to get out here. So we actually
turn right on Horizon Boulevard, then take the ramp on the right.
So yeah, got a frog in my throat or something, I guess. Want to get a gear kill.
Take the ramp on the right to I-40 East toward Albuquerque.
That stop sign we just passed, or we went through, a lot of times there's actually a cop sitting there because so many truck drivers. That was no frog. I have a tendency to want to just not stop for the stop sign. Kind of the way that I just did. I'm from California though, so I can get away with it. It's like an agricultural exemption on for livestock haulers. You know, California, it's called a California stop. If you don't know what that is, you got to go look it up. So yeah, in that 5.5 hours, we did fairly well. We got ourselves worked down to 687 miles to go, which is like nothing. It seems like nothing now. That's short miles now. We're almost there already. Another 5.5 hours or 5 hours maybe. We're driving today and we'll have that chewed down to 325 or something. 330. That's the way I like to do it. Still pretty damn nice outside. Got a little cloud cover out there. Makes it relatively cool. It's kind of nice. Lots of green grass all over the place. Like I was saying, for Arizona, they've been getting some rain and stuff for it to be this green. It's awesome. It's pretty, real pretty today. All Max cares about it. He just wants to see some cows. That's all he cares about. He's over here on the seat just with his ears all up, just like anxiously looking out the windows in every direction that he can. Tongue hanging out. It's funny. I promise to let you know, Max, when I see something. I promise. I will not fail you. We've only seen one herd of cows so far today, and he's a little disappointed. I mean, it was the most exciting part of his day so far. So we got Albuquerque up here in the windshield and about, what, maybe 70 miles or something? Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. I'm sure there'll be a sign that will let me know any minute, or I probably just passed it. Probably just missed it. In any event, it is coming. But we'll probably spare you the details with that. We've all seen Albuquerque before. So we'll put you down for now. We'll see you. Chances are we won't see you again until we are in Texas, I'm guessing. So talk to you then. Okay, this is bound to get a little bit noisy, so just bear with us. Bear with the dog.
Continue on Rest Area Road.
Okay, Rest Area Road. All right, will do. So, good morning once again. now Monday, August 22nd, 10 o'clock in the a.m. 63 degrees outside, 3,878 foot elevation as we approach city of Amarillo. Out here in Texas. About to go past a herd of cows here, so Max is going to be getting a little bit vocal about it. Over there, Max. You see the cows? Yep, there they are. Over there. Okay, well done there. Good job, Max. So, anywho, yeah. So we did okay yesterday. Put in about 720 miles. I stopped short of Amarillo intentionally. It was about 10 p.m. last night when we were getting close to the end of our day, and I just kind of didn't really feel like rolling into Amarillo with only like 20 minutes left on my clock and fighting for a parking spot. Like, meaning that it probably would have been pretty full by the time we got in there. I didn't really feel like, you know, having to deal with all the struggle involved in finding a spot. We pulled off with like 40 minutes left on our clock, so we could have put in another, 40 miles on top of that 720. Got pretty good miles yesterday, but being that our appointment isn't until tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. and we only got about 5.5 hours left to get to Sanger. Kind of just like, yeah, you know what, hell with it. Yes, I know, Max. There's cows out there. We all understand. So yeah, 336 miles still to go, which ain't bad. Yeah, about 5.5 hours of driving. We got roughly 20 miles, probably like 15 miles to get into Amarillo. 20 miles out to our exit. That'll take us south on the 287. And Sanger, Texas is just kind of on the north outskirts of Dallas. It's probably not even really the outskirts. It's a little further than I would call the outskirts, but it's north of Dallas by, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 miles or something like that. So we will be in the Dallas neighborhood. I don't know. I talked to the boss when I talked to him yesterday, and he was talking about, you know, the next load. And he's like, yeah, I'll be looking for your next load. Probably take you up to Seattle, Washington. I was like, oh, really? Okay. And I was like, well, I'll just put it out there. I says, you know, if I had any say in the matter, I would rather head eastbound rather than back to the West Coast, especially up to like Washington, because that's a drive that I've just been doing a whole bunch lately. I mean, up to the Northwest. Been doing that quite a bit lately, it seems like. So said, hey, boss, if I wind up catching a load that takes me down into Florida, I won't be muttering about that at all. So he laughs and giggles. Like, okay, that's good to know. So hopefully we'll head eastbound. And I told him, I says, I don't care, man, just send me east. It doesn't have to be Florida, it can be whatever, you know. I like getting out to the East Coast. That's that for now. I gotta wake up, get some coffee in me and stuff. We'll talk to you in a bit. All right, where are we? Let me see here. Henrietta, Texas. I was about to say Georgia. Nope. Henrietta, Texas, where it is 80 degrees outside. Time is 2:40. Elevation about 900 feet. And we got short miles, baby. 87. 87 miles to go out the receiver. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. Bit of a fork in the road there. I wasn't prepared for it. So, yeah, what's our ETA? It's like about 4:15. We should be arriving in the area. Sanger, we're gonna pull off at a truck stop called Hitching Post. Hitching Post truck stop. about 9 miles shy of the receiver. And we'll be hanging out there for the night. Apparently they have showers and stuff like that. So yeah, you're a little late on the draw on that one, Max. Yeah, I know. I know, it's crazy. Yep. They were out there. Yeah, they were. Well done, dog. Pretty damn nice, comfortable drive today. A little bit of rain here and there, but nothing very significant. Comfortable temperatures. And we've been in cloud cover all day, which is probably helping with that. So, pretty damn nice. I mean, for a Monday, it's been a great day. Hate to think of all the folks sitting in cubicles for their Mondays. I got a big ass cubicle. Sort of. I mean, I guess you could say the truck is a cubicle. But I got a better view. And so does Max. So does Max. He loves his view. Yeah, you saw Morcalis, didn't you? That's crazy. I know. Yeah, it's bananas. Okay, gotta let you go. We'll see you out there. Alright, welcome to the little town in Nocona, Texas. Nocona. 80 degrees outside, elevation 974 feet. And what's cool about Nocona, well, for me anyhow, is when I was growing up, my folks, I guess more so my dad, had a whole bunch of these framed posters, like, I don't know, like 3, 4, 5 maybe, and they were these badass posters that were advertising a brand of cowboy boots called Nocona boots, and they were out of this town. So it's kind of cool. Nocona, Texas. They were like badass posters. They were like Clint Eastwood posters, like rough and tumble. You know, like there's always a guy. There would be a guy with like, you'd see just like a big cowboy hand with a cigar, flicking a scorpion off of his boot. You know, kind of thing. Like tough looking pictures. Pretty cool. And that was that. Nocona, Texas. Awesome. Gotta go. Yep. What a mess. Got us out good. Piece of cake, actually. Time to go to Blue Beacon.
Take the exit on the left. Continue on I-35.
All right, back at it. Good morning. Welcome to Denton, Texas. Here, I-35 northbound. We are 7 miles away from Sam's Club. And boy, what a day yesterday was. I'll tell you what. Yep, what a mess. Got myself in a little bit of a pickle. I sure did. Whatever, I guess it happens to the best of us. Let's see, today is Tuesday, August 23rd. Time is 9:50 a.m. 75 wet degrees outside. Elevation about 700 feet. And yeah, yesterday was one of those days where I just hope, you know, it's one of those things you do your best to keep that kind of thing from happening. And well, sometimes your best isn't enough. So what had happened was, you know, we were getting within 10, 15 miles of Sanger, Sam's Club. And I wanted to, you know, pull off and look into places that I could camp out for the night. Using my phone, you know, using satellite image, and look for any open lots or anything like that. Seriously, they can't hear you. All right. So anyway, I pulled off and got on the frontage road. There was this little Valero gas station there, and I looked at it, and it looked like, you know, basically it was like a gas station. It wasn't even like really a truck stop. It appeared as a truck stop when you do a Google search, but it really wasn't. Max, get down, get down. And so they had like this hard packed gravel, like U-turn that goes around the back side of the building and comes back around the front. Like one of these things, it's like it's like that for big trucks, right? So you can pull a big truck in there and do a U-turn and leave. And so that's what I did. I went back up in there and I looked at my phone and I found some place that I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to a different place. And so I wanted to go around the building, and it was all hard packed gravel until I got around to the other side. And even as I got around to the other side, I saw some pretty, large puddles. But it looked like it was still going to be hard packed gravel underneath them. You go, it's a puddle, so it's water, so you can't see what's under it really. Well, it turned out that it wasn't hard packed gravel there anymore. It actually, the asphalt that was existing had actually broke to pieces and just gave way to the mud underneath. And when I went to try and go through it, the truck just sunk down. I mean, I got a heavy load on. If I was, running with an empty trailer or, a light load, it wouldn't have been a problem. But being that I'm heavy as I am, the drive tires just sunk in and started spinning. And I got caught up in one puddle and I rocked the truck back and forth.
1.25 miles. Take exit 480 on the right toward Lois Road.
I rocked the truck back and forth well enough to get out of the first rut, and then the second rut was just way worse. It was just way worse. And so driver's side got caught up in it. There was nothing I could do to get out, so ended up I had to tuck the tail between the legs, call the boss. The first thing I said to him, I was like, man, I'm sorry. He's like, what, what's up? So he called a wrecker, and the wrecker came out, hooked up the frame pin on the nose of the truck.
Take exit 480 on the right toward Lois Road.
And then he hooked up the nose of the trailer and kind of pulled both the nose of the truck and the nose of the trailer up and out at the same time. And it was no big deal. It was pretty easy pull out. The freaking wreckers are badass. They just walk you right out of that shit. I basically just sat in the cab and steered the steer tires up and out. Oh shit, did I just miss my freaking... Oh shit, I think I just missed my entrance. Crap.
In 500 feet, arrive at 2122 North Stemmon Street on the right.
Damn it, I gotta go up and around. Shit. I wasn't paying attention. Damn it. Well, maybe we can go up and around the back way here. I'm not sure. So, yeah, anyways, he got us out pretty well. I ended up going ahead and paying for it out of pocket. So I was like, I'm not going to make the boss pay for my mistake. I'll be right back. Yep, alright, so I got to go back. gotta go up to the next exit here, get back on the interstate, go back up to Lewis. So we'll see once we get there. Okay, here we are. I think we're in the right place.
Turn left on the road.
Walmart DC 6068.
Arriving at the road on the left.
Max, get down. Get down. Okay. We are headed to door 637. So we gotta go up around this here, take a right, go all the way up around the building, all the way to the back side, she said. Go ahead, back up, pop the seal, dock, then I gotta walk over to the receiving office. So anyways, yeah, so the record charged just a flat rate, $350, and plus the tax came to about $400. Oh shit. I missed the frickin' sign. Oh well. So I went ahead and paid for it out of my own pocket. I figured, you know, my F up. You know, you got to take responsibility for your screw ups, right? And then being that the truck was packed with mud all over, all up in all the wheels, up under the frame, all kinds of shit. I took it to the truck wash and had it demudded, which cost me about another $130. So, you know, whatever. Now the only other issue now is the front bumper, which broke off during that whole little incident. And the boss is going to be looking for a replacement bumper today after we deliver this load. And I'll be throwing it on myself. I don't know how much that's going to cost. So anyways, it is what it is. Live and learn. I gotta go. This episode is a wrap. I hope y'all are doing well. Thanks for watching Infinity Highway. We'll see y'all somewhere down the road. So take care. Watch out for the mud. Bye.